This is a presentation on the microeconomic concept of externalities. Externalities are a source of market failure, and so it's important to understand what they are and how they arise. Let's start by looking at a normal market transaction between a consumer and a producer, in which the consumer hands over money in return for goods. In this market situation, the producer is trying to maximize profit, whereas the consumer is trying to maximize their satisfaction or utility. Now, usually, the only two people who are affected, or two parties who are affected, in this situation are the consumer and the producer. But sometimes, when there is a market transaction, there can be an effect on another group of people. So, as well as the consumer and the producer, some transactions in the market can affect other people, and these are known as third parties. The effect can either be positive or negative. If positive, we call it a positive externality. If negative, we call it a negative externality. So let's try and understand these by looking at examples. Imagine a situation in which a consumer buys a car from a car manufacturer in the car market. By driving the car, the consumer causes exhaust gases which amount to air pollution. These exhaust gases are breathed in by pedestrians and other people on the road, and they can cause illness. This represents a negative effect on a third party of the market transaction in the car market. When these people become ill, they have to be cured in hospital at a cost. Neither the car driver nor the manufacturer of the car pays directly for the costs of hospital treatment or medical treatment. Therefore, this is an effect on a third party which is not paid for by either the consumer or the producer of the good in the market. However, externalities do not always have to be negative. Imagine a situation in which a consumer hires a decorator to improve their home by painting it. This home improvement leads to an increase in the value of the consumer's home, so they feel a benefit. However, as well as the value of this home increasing, by improving this home, the street is made more attractive, and so becomes a more desirable place to live. This means that all the houses on that street, including the houses of the neighbors of the consumer of this good, also see a rise in value. Therefore, third parties see a positive effect, and this is a positive externality. So to summarize, externalities can either be positive or negative effects on third parties. And the situation is that the market cannot recognize these effects. So as we will see in a later presentation, when these effects arise, the market either produces too few or too many of these goods because it is blind to these external benefits or costs.